Good Monday morning. It is Monday, July 26th, 6:26 Mountain Time, 8:26 Eastern. We will get started in 4 minutes, just doing an audio visual check. We'll get started in 4 minutes. You are welcome, Flash Gordon. Hey, my friend Amazon. We got to meet, I'm saying in quotation marks, on Saturday. What a day, huh? Oh, my daughter's in here. Hey, Madison. I was telling my daughter, Tammy, about how we connected, and it was just kind of emotional on Saturday. I got to spend a couple hours with 21 of my closest trading friends. It was fun. Hey, Natural, Sue, Jason. Thank you, Judd. It was nice seeing you as well Saturday. Hey, Sue. I said hi to Sue. Naresh, David, Barry. Hey, Widow Puppy, Mid-Ohio base, Muhammad. Aw, I'm so glad you liked it, Tammy. Hey, y'all, CK. Yeah, Steven, that's all right. You'll catch it. You'll catch it again. Market's not going anywhere. Just remind yourself of that. Have JOMO. Have joy of missing out. Just kind of go back at the chart and look for clues, what the setup was. It's just nice to study it and just smile and wave. Hey, Henry. Christoph. Bonbons. I'm going to mute it just for a second. What about now? I moved the mic just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. You're wrong. Okay. We'll get started in 1 minute. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I am part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. Every morning, Monday through Friday, we go over the Fab Four futures, commodities, crypto, and movers and shakers of the day. So you just joined me, so I don't want to burst your bubble, but this is probably going to be the most boring trading day of the week. We have 1/3 of the S&P they are announcing their earnings this week, and we have Jerome Powell, FOMC this week. So it is going to be a doozy. So my job is to remind you that this is a marathon, not a sprint. In the business world, when I would hire people that were working closely with me, HR, operations, assistant, whatever it may be, I would look for marathoners because it is my personality to be a sprinter. I go hard, 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 and then I take a break. I have had to change that in trading. You have to be more of a marathoner. Sprinting does not work in trading. I guess it could work, but overall it's better if you're a marathoner. We have 32 and a half trading hours in the week. So this is your friendly reminder. We have 32 and a half hours in this trading week. Relax. You don't have to nail the Monday morning open at all. Last Monday, we dipped, and they bought the dip all week long. I have no idea what's going to happen this week, but we're going to prepare together. Okay, it's better now. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, so let's look at SPY. Break down all of your charts into hourly increments. It'll make your life a little bit easier. So on the hourly, we've given ourselves enough room to get an hourly high or low on ES. Here's my chart set up. Yellow and purple lines are the 50 and 200 simple moving average. Green and red are 8 and 21 EMA. The yellow candles are just inside bars, where this inside bar is a baby candle. It stays within the mother bar range. CM Ultimate RSI time frame, and I used a TTM squeeze because I am primarily an options trader, and I like to see when pressure is building. So right now we're within the range of the prior hour, but we have 29 minutes to go until this candle closes. So we have resistance at, let's call it 4,400 even, and then 4,405. We have support on shorter term time frames, 438.950, 437.550. So on this 15 minute chart, we got the lower low, we got our high, higher low, higher high. Now we're looking for another higher low. So we have a 15-minute trend change, which means this hourly low is set. Typically means your low is set now. Now we're going to look for the higher low and then possibly retest that higher high. Overall, China was mixed, the Asian markets were mixed, and Europe was soft overnight. So I am not expecting extreme bullishness today based on just that one correlation alone, but it remains to be seen. I think I was saying Friday, I shared that my magic 8 ball was in the shop. Nobody has a crystal ball. All we do, our job as traders, is to prepare for the most likely scenario on the right side of the chart. And your main job, in case you've forgotten, is to take your account balance from the left side of the lower of the screen to the right side. That is your job. Get your account balance going up. That is your ultimate job. If you do that in one trade or 10 trades, that is your primary job. And we use prior data on crowd behavior. Yes, that's what a chart is. It's crowd psychology. FOMO, JOMO, FUD, it just charts it all. And it's basically saying that humans act and behave in a certain way, and we've been able to use that in a more predictive way to predict the right side of the chart. Man, I'm just all over the place this morning. NASDAQ, we have the 15-minute higher high, higher low. If we break this 15062, that is very megaphony. And a megaphone just means that the buyers, they buy the dip and then they exhaust themselves with this V-shaped recovery, and then the bears take over, and then we would look for bear exhaustion in this area if we were to break to a lower low. So we have support at 15062, 15038, resistance 15096, 1510650. 15096, 15106. We had a lot of technology upgrades this morning. It was actually quite surprising. We had a huge upgrade on Amazon. I think it was Credit Suisse from 4,000 to 4,800 price target change. That's big. And it's odd and unusual that it's coming out before earnings. Typically, you'll have, okay, if Amazon were to kill earnings Thursday, then we wake up Friday morning to 5 or 6 upgrades like American Express. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is our Slack channel. This is our news. Look at American Express. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 upgrades for American Express. They had earnings Friday, and that's typically what you see. They beat earnings, and then the upgrades come in. So it was really odd that we got those technology upgrades this morning. Just interesting note. YM, we have this 15-minute trend change as well, and you see it's not pulling back as much. Lockheed Martin, they beat earnings this morning, and it is helping the Dow. Support 34799, 34652. Resistance is up at 34897 and 34955. I am done picking on RTY for a bit. So y'all know I've been pretty bearish on RTY. I've gotten some great trades out of it. It is attempting to change this 4-hour trend. We broke this support 2179 by $3, and we're bouncing. Your next resistance 221410. So I'm looking for IWM to put in its low in the short term. It doesn't mean that when it reaches the 50 MA, I won't want to short it again. That was a double negative, but you know what I mean. So 2261 would be an area. 2250 would be an area I'd like to start looking to short the IWM again. But we have plenty of room for this daily higher low, and bulls are going to be looking for that to get set. We've got this hourly higher high. We need the higher low, then get over that higher high. I would say over 2214, then that daily higher low is most likely set. So we are over this 50 MA frown. We were looking at this on Friday. We're over it. This is a frown. And now we have a candle close over it. So I'm done picking on RTY to the short side for now. All right, gold is weak. It's already breaking the supports that I mapped out earlier. You have resistance at 1812, support 1798 and 1789. As long as gold is below this hourly 200 MA, here, as long as we are below the hourly 200 MA, I am bearish gold. Gold cannot get a string of wins together. It's pretty crazy. We talked about the short last week when we ran into the daily 50 MA. I wouldn't be looking short at gold down here. We have support at 1791 that we are holding. We broke it by a couple dollars, but we are still holding that support. So I wouldn't short down here. The better short was up here. But again, I don't see anything bullish for me anyway. Your next support, 1798. Oil, I shorted oil overnight. 72, I am out of my short now. I missed covering it here. I don't know why I sleep. If I would have been awake at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. I could have covered down here. I ended up covering up here. But we have 15-minute uptrend. 72.13 is your resistance, and 72.38 and 72.43. You have support at 71.62 and 71.46. So this is what I'm looking at on oil, is this 4-hour 200 MA. It has been a brick wall. We ran into it, reject, and that is up around 72.29. If we clear 72.50, I would say that is a good job by the oil bulls, and I would stop picking on it as well. But I would look for a potential another short around 72.50. Flash, I think it was you that traded oil last week with me. I think that was you. You like to trade commodities, but on any bounce on oil, I'm looking short. Bitcoin, what a move. Resistance 39279, 39770, support 37675, 34238. Dan posted overnight that when your friends are asking you should they be buying Bitcoin, that is not the time for you to be buying Bitcoin, and vice versa. Everybody and their brother was getting bearish over here, and then the scales just tipped. And they tipped in favor of the bulls. We had some Amazon news related to crypto. Amazon, I believe, will start accepting Bitcoin or something like that. You please verify the news. But we are holding the hourly EMA, and that's the story. If you're using the 12 and 26, the 8 and 21, whatever hourly EMA you use, candle closes above, that is bullish, and I would stay in that trade long. I don't know that I'd be chasing it. I don't have a position in Bitcoin, and I don't know that I'd be chasing it up here. I've sold out of most, but I wouldn't chase up here. Support 3767581. But if you're in long, there's no reason to get out. Zero reason to get out up here if you're just going to use your hourly EMAs as your spirit guide for a swing. ETH, support 2301, and then resistance 2390. Beautiful move. That is lots and lots of volume. We got lots of time left in this daily candle, and look at that volume. Got a little double top here at 2411. We hit 2390. So we'll see what the bulls can they put in their low and then come back and attack it again. I have it. I have Epic Pen. Patrick, I didn't like it. Maybe it's something that I'm not doing well, but I bought it. And I just don't like it. So I'll go watch a YouTube video and see if I can do a little better. Hey, Wave Trader. Hey, Bobby and Ronnie. My legend friends. All right, Amazon. Amazon, we have earnings Thursday. After hours, they had the Bitcoin news. So now Bitcoin and Amazon, crypto and Amazon could have some type of correlation. Y'all remember when Tesla first announced they had bought Bitcoin, they were very tightly correlated. Well, I wouldn't say we're looking for that type of correlation between Amazon and crypto, but it could have some correlation. So be aware of that. Earnings Thursday, and they had that huge upgrade this morning. Y'all know how I feel about this Amazon weekly chart. I've circled it enough that it just kind of stays on the chart. This weekly squeeze fired to the bullish side. We are not overbought on the weekly, and it could be a weekly bull flag, by the way. I am looking bullish Amazon today. This is my queen of the hill. And I also realized that my high conviction scores, I feel like that some of you are interpreting that as that you need to position size up. So I'm going to be very careful with my conviction scores and what I give you, because I don't want you sizing up just because something's an 8 out of 10. So I'm gonna have to evaluate that, because I've gotten feedback that the higher that score is, that you are sizing up, and I don't want you doing that. We have support at 3648 and 362204. I'm only looking bullish Amazon. Doesn't mean I'll be right, but that's the direction I'm looking. Support 3663 and 3648. This will be my focus today, Amazon. AXP, they beat earnings and they just faded all day on Friday. Well, we wake up today to 7 upgrades. So this upper wick of profit taking, lots of profit was taken on American Express. I'm looking for a temporary low to be put in, and then for it to resume higher, especially on the tailwind of these upgrades. You have resistance at 17421, 17748, support 17265 and 17150. CMPS, thanks to John's charts in our room. And let me show you some of the gems that are in our room. Look at this, John's charts. He's a member, and he posts what he sees for the upcoming week. I mean, look at that. I'm giving this to you free for you non-TCG members, but look at this analysis. And then we have other people that, they collaborate and they add their 2 cents as well. So I am giving credit to John for this one, and I think Dan's been covering this EQ as well. So on the daily, CMPS has a nice tight range. And this is one of the setups that are frequently talked about in TCG are equilibriums. So this is an equilibrium. This is when price is coiling. So we have price getting tight. We have the squeeze forming. It's getting tight. We have resistance 37.50, 39.18, 39.30. Support 35.25, 33.60. Looks like we're going to break bullish. We are breaking bullish in the pre-market. And I know that that's very confusing as a newer trader. We get asked very often, and this EQ actually goes back here as well, but we get asked often, how do you position yourself within an EQ? And typically it's the preceding trend. So in this case, this has been sideways for a pretty long time. So you could actually trade a bull break. I know what I was going to say. I lost train of thought for a second. So we're breaking over 37.50. As a newer trader, we get asked a lot about volume and pre-market action. Well, did it break? It broke bull in pre-market. Does that count as a bull break of this equilibrium? Typically, no, because it has to have volume. Let's see what kind of volume it has. It has to have volume in the after hours, and you can see this is not a lot of volume in order for it to count as a bull break. So it's always maybe. Does the bull break count? Well, maybe. Let's go look at the volume. If there's no volume there, then it doesn't count. So what I'm saying is CMPS bulls, prove it to us in regular trading hours, and we'll believe you over 37.50. And this could be in play today. And on a pull back, I'd love to buy this 36.50 area prior resistance. LCID. So LCID, okay, now it's populating. It wasn't earlier, was CCIV. So CCIV was the SPAC and then the blank check company, and now it is Lucid Motors, and it's changed to LCID. Pretty tight range. Resistance 24.55, 24.80, 24.93. So it's not on my list because it changed tickers. It's on my list because it closed in a pretty tight range. Support 24.02 and 23.91. LMT with a bull break. We had that earnings reaction over here in after hours. Really doesn't count a lot. What I'm looking at is this daily squeeze and get over that 50 MA. Get over it. It can't be overhead when you're looking bullish. You have resistance at 38439, 38460. So I'm looking bullish. This is one of the king of the mountain setups. I'm looking bullish on Lockheed Martin above 385. Net. Okay, this chart is just beautiful. It's just a beautiful thing. They got an upgrade this morning from $85 to $135. This is the type of news that I like. I like it. If it's an upgrade from $85 to $90, I'm not about that life. That's not a huge change. This is a big upgrade on net. Net just gets some nice, it can get some nice momentum going. So I like net to the bullish side. Okay. Shop. This chart, look at that weekly candle. Don't you just want to kiss it? I want to make out with it. I love this candle. We have earnings this week. Oh, is that today? Okay, we have earnings this week. But Shop got an upgrade this morning. I like Shop to the long side, but that's not really me being terribly brilliant. Look at this hourly trend. What can you say? This is just beautiful. But I like Shop to the long side. Snap, crackle, and then it flopped. Instead of snap, crackle, pop, it flopped on us at this open. We had that volume, yay, and then it started pulling back. And I got questions in here from some of the TCGers. How do you know I sold here? And then I sold when it lost the 5-minute EMA. A bull flag should not have prolonged consolidation. This was prolonged consolidation. This is what I was looking for out of Snap. Where's earnings? Right here. This is what I was looking for. If you're going to come down and get a little consolidation, I want a quick bull flag and then I want you to go. Snap, that it's not what happened on Friday. Snap, crackle, and flop. So it had this prolonged consolidation, came down, hit the 50, and then it popped. That is not the gap and go that we like. That's more of a gap and crap. Yeah, it ended. It did get a new high of day, but this will kill you in options, especially on a Friday. This is not what I was looking for. Tesla, but I said all that to say I still like Snap. This still could be a 4-hour bull flag. I like Snap to the long side. Tesla, earnings today after hours. We're running into this downtrending hourly 50 MA. We got to get over 656.25. So it just could have a lot of volatility today. I don't have a color by it because I'm not looking in a particular direction. Same thing with Lucid Motors and CMPS. Those are tightening ranges, these two, and I don't have a bias. With Tesla, I'm not looking in a particular direction either. I'm just looking, I would possibly look to short 652 or go long at 642. I'm looking for volatility because of earnings after hours. But options will be tricky. I did have on my notepad today, I wanted to talk to you about options pricing. So with options pricing, they have clues built in. If I get price improvement on my order, I'm typically barking up the wrong tree and vice versa. Option prices give you clues in direction. So if I'm looking to trade Roku and I put in an order for $7 and it gets filled and it sits there for a while and finally gets filled at $7, I may be going in the right direction. If it gets filled at $6.80, I get price improvement, then I'm probably going in the wrong direction. And I know that's some serious, is it the word hyperbole? Or just basically generalizations. But it does help with options pricing when you start seeing it get elevated. So if price is going sideways and yet options prices are going up, that's typically a bullish clue that you're going to get a bullish break. So for your options traders, I know I shared with my class on Saturday that I could teach a 10-week course just on options. We could do a 2-hour course just on options pricing. So options pricing, one of the first things that I noticed in trading options is, hey, the price is getting elevated, but the stock chart's going sideways. It's typically a clue to look to the bullish direction. So that was just my clue of the day, or clue tip, whatever. It's Monday. SPY resistance 439.34, 439.37, 440.30. It is highly, that's the wrong word. It is probable that we could have a daily inside bar today. Look at that range. We had a $4, what kind of range is that on SPY? Almost 1% on Friday. That's a pretty big range for SPY. So we could have a daily inside bar, and we're opening right in the middle of that range right here. Lord have mercy. Come on, Pen. I'm definitely going to watch the Epic Pen YouTube video and see if I can learn to use it a little bit better. So we're opening up in the middle of that range. Above 440.30, that would be a bull break. Below 436.79, that'd be bearish market. Internals will tell me who is getting in the driver's seat at market open. And another tip, Saturday's class, I was being asked, is it easier to get in a position right at market open or wait? Typically, you're going to get your best trades if you wait. At least 20 to 30 minutes, you're going to get your best trades of the day versus just jumping in 1 minute after the market opens. The class that I talked about, that class, I did some group mentoring within TCG. It was free. It was just a beta test, and man, it was absolutely amazing. It drained me a lot more than what I thought. I put my heart into it. So it was just a one-time thing for now. If we open it up in the future and actually make it an offering, you will be the first to know. QQQ is opening closer to the upper end of the range versus the middle, so it's a little bit more bullish. We have resistance at 368.48, 368.49. We have support 367.16 and 366.60. Absolutely. You're welcome, Michelle. You are welcome. Snap hurt your feelings, Ronnie. I know, me too. I did make money on it, but it wasn't what I was looking for. Definitely was not what I was looking for. All right, let's check back in with ES. Do y'all have any questions for me? Dan will go live in 8 minutes. Aw, that's nice. On the 15-minute, when we have this type of action, I automatically look for potential head and shoulders. When we get that high, higher low, and then we give a lot back on that new higher high and we pull back pretty hard, this could be the beginning. We only have 2 body parts. We need that third, that right shoulder, for it to be a head and shoulders. But just caution on that one. Hey, Neil, thank you for modding. I really appreciate it. Any other questions before I wrap up for the day? Let's look at NASDAQ. You see how NASDAQ, the QQQ looked a little bit stronger than ES and the spot pricing, but look at the futures. NASDAQ hasn't been able to break the high from overnight. 15096 and 1510650 are your resistances. Any tips on trading earnings? Avoid them. That's my tip. Avoid them. Unless you're an experienced options seller, you could sell iron condors, and let me show you how that works. Let's see. But I would not do it on earnings that are expected to have an extreme reaction like Tesla. Amazon, that's a real tough one. That could be expensive. But let's look at Apple. And the premium's not great on options on Apple, so this may be a poor example as well. So if Apple could get back to around, let's say 145.50, halfway in between this 150 and this 141.67, you could look to sell an iron condor. So the way that you do that is you sell call spread above that 150, so it would be Apple calls, and you could sell a 155 160 spread. So you could sell out the money, which is iron condor, or you could do a butterfly. This is just too much. I can't cover this. I don't have enough time to cover it. So earnings, it's best to avoid unless you're a consistently profitable trader and you are an experienced premium seller. Premium sellers make 90% of the money on earnings weeks. Hey, Dawn. What do I think of Roku, Tammy? Roku was a beast on Friday. That candle, that was beautiful. It is gorgeous. We could bull flag out today and just go sideways, so just be careful of that. But that was some serious volume. It was 10 million. I'm not even looking at it, but I remember it because I looked at it earlier. Yep, 10.7 million, 3 times the normal volume. It was just beautiful. So whoever missed this run on Friday could be looking to buy the dip, so it could have further continuation this week. This is a beautiful chart, beautiful move on Friday. Yes, I scout weekly options. BB, and then I'm going to wrap it up. BB key support 966. Look how this EMA is just suppressing price. Very bearish. Resistance 1019, 1021, 1044. Support 999 and 991. This is one sad 50 MA. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me for the pregame show. Tomorrow is going to be so much fun. Tesla earnings after hours, and then we can crush it tomorrow and get some of the volatility after earnings. All right, TCGers, I'll see you in the room.